Namaste, good morning, happy holidays everyone. Today I'm going to talk a little bit on pure and impure, okay? Everything in the universe is composed of vibration. It's composed of Shakti, which is the moving element, and the ground of being, which is the absolute, okay? Everything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a rock, if it's a human, if it's an animal. All of them have the same absolute outcome in them. Okay? Everything in the universe is manifest from the same thing. All the divisionary elements, okay, that one sees, all of these variations of this, all indeed in the end have the same breakdown. It's made of moving vibrational elements, okay, which create the color, the sound, all of the other things, and the ground of being, which gives it that inherent life and which is absolutely eternal in nature, okay. So anyway, people get in this thing of the divisionary mind. You know, one's in divide mind, or only see the divisions in the world. Okay, so what happens? They see only the divisionary aspects of things and take themselves to be something separate from. Okay, so in being something separate from, they want to continue to put things into classifications, right, wrong, pure, impure, good, bad, okay? This is the problem with constructed man-made religions. You have somebody at the top that makes all these sets of rules and regulations and valuations, and then people in their mind gravitate to that, cling to that, and run their lives around it and create this big soap opera. The difference between man-made religion and spirituality is that spirituality will hold the same values no matter what the religious persuasion is. There are certain inherent values that run through every religious persuasion. Now, when you get to the difference, you get to the, various dogmas and all the drama concerning that. And this is the problem, the dogmas. The dogs they chase, the dogmas of mind, and they create all these little variations that the mind is spinning after, fighting against, okay? You can see you could just run yourself in circles forever. Okay. But when you come to the point of, again, the Advaita, when all falls away into that ground of being and everything gets blown out, one sees that it's all the same element. All of it, no matter what it is. So this idea that this is good and this is bad and this is good and this is bad, you just set yourself up for continued failure and continued divisionary experience and continued revolving mind spins concerning it. If you can understand wherever you stand is holy ground, the experience becomes so different. Okay, it's not that you have to run away to the Himalayas to find a pure place. I can only meditate in a certain place. No, wherever you at has the same ground of being and the same vibrational elements of Shakti, which is creating what is there. So if we can get the mind beyond that divisionary drama that we want to cling to or fight against, we will find out we're at just the same thing, the same place, where we are at, okay? Wherever we are. We can be in that unchanging is defining experience. Okay, if you can understand wherever you're at is holy ground, if one stops the mind spin, then where go all of these classifications of good, bad, this, that? It has to be, one or another. These are the soap opera stories that we run ourselves around. Okay? I was watching something today. It was very interesting. The oldest woman on the planet's 117 years old today. Can you imagine? 117 years old. And they say she's got the same diet. Her thing for longevity is basically she eats the same thing every day. What does she have? 2 raw eggs and 1 cooked egg. That's basically her diet. Now, a lot of people would be appalled at that. You don't eat eggs raw. Oh my God, you're going to get salmonella and all of that. Well, that's been her diet for over 100 years. She's still going strong. They say once in a while she eats some vegetables, a little bit, but overwhelmingly her whole diet is that consistency of 2 raw eggs and 1 cooked egg per day. What to be said about that? It is what it is. So anyway, what we come down to is, again, it's not what you put into your mouth that defiles you. It's what comes out. Now, I understand that they used to have, and there are some need for some dietary regulations. What did Buddha die from? Okay, let's look at that. Back in the day, they didn't have refrigerators. They didn't have a way to keep things from spoiling. Okay, he died from food poisoning. He had pork. It had spoiled, gone bad, either that or somebody deliberately poisoned him, but that's what he died from. Okay, so this idea that he was a vegetarian, totally not the case at all. Anyway. But this idea that, everything is going through transmutation in the world, in every second. Every body, or even a rock is going through transmutation. Everything. The minute it's, born into the universe, it starts changing and is on the process of being pulled back out of the universe again. Okay? There is no death. There is no death in the end. Everything goes back and recycles again into the next life, into the next experience. Okay? The ones that are going through in the Kali Mandirs, the goats and things that are sacrificed, they say that they are not going through, again, they're not going through the death. They are being, released to go forward into a better life. That's what they're saying, and they give mantras for that before they cut their heads. But it doesn't matter. Again, the same thing goes. I don't care what you're doing. If you're having a glass of water, you're having germs. If you're cleaning a counter, okay, you are again killing germs. I don't care what you do. There is life and death in every second of every day. And to put spins on this thing, and this is pure and this is not pure. Well, if you set your mind up to it, and again, you want to make it into a sin to have this or a sin to have that, then for you it's a sin. You'll reap the karmic retribution of it because you are setting that up as a rule and regulation in your own mindset. Okay? So you are your own undoing in that. Okay? For those that see it as pure and take it as pure and honor it, there is no karmic incurring in that. Again, you used to have, you had the Plains Indians and everything. great hunters, and they honored the animal for giving of their life. They used every part of it, to sustain, and they honored that fact. If you come forward with honor and appreciative, and you put it up there as being, this holy offering that you are having, then there is no karmic retribution to that. Okay. Again, you have the path of the agoris that try to break through all these mind spins of this is good, this is bad, this is pure, this is impure. Okay? Again, what one sits there and makes and revolves your life around as when you set up these perimeters and you say this is good and this is bad, and you've accepted that this is good, this is bad, then you will reap the karma to that, because you have become, what do they say in the Bible? You have become a law unto yourself. Okay, you put that restriction in place. You are the one that has been a law unto yourself. Now, when that changes, and laws can change, as we well know, in this country, laws can change. When the law changes, what happens? Then you're under a new set of dynamics, okay? You are a law unto yourself. When you see something as pure, when you see it as holy, it becomes pure and holy. As long as you're not going against, against the laws of spirituality. Okay, there are certain laws in spirituality which will always be in effect. Where you can never say it's right and holy to torture something. That's not right and holy no matter how you want to. But I'm talking about, in most of one's dealings and happenings and things, that one becomes a law unto themselves. Okay. So hopefully this has opened some things for people to understand, about these laws and how it works and how this karmic action works, etc. Okay. See and change your mindset to understand wherever you're at is holy ground. And see how things change for you. Okay? So I challenge you this holiday season to start putting that into effect. To understand, that wherever you're at is holy ground. Okay? Wherever you're at is the ground of being. Wherever you at is that infinite Shakti, okay? And that these things work together and that it's always in place. Now, again, those that have gone beyond the mind of Divida and are no longer seeing, oh, this is separate, this is separate, this is separate, this is separate. All one sees at that point is the ground of being. That this apparent division means nothing. It's all simply springing forth from that ground of being, that absolute, that is, that Parabrahman, whichever you want to say, is. Okay. Understand it's all just simply that God play. Okay. And you understand that it's all God's play. Okay. And then you relax, you're relaxed into that. Okay? There is no separation. Good, bad, right, wrong, pure, impure, holy, demon, ba, ba, ba. All these are spins of mind. Spin, 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 spin. Okay? All the spins. Like I said, the ones, that want to go after people, well, it's fine. They think they're doing something holy, but they will become a law unto themselves, and they will find out at a later time that what they're doing is not so holy and righteous. Same thing, if you watch that series now about the Scientology, you'll understand a lot about how these cults work. And cults are cults are cults. They're all basically set up the same way. They're run the same way. They're under the same pressure. If somebody leaves, they go after them. Somebody speaks against it, they go after them. See, once cult, you've seen them all, basically. They all have the basic same underpinnings that take place. So hopefully more people awaken and get out of these cults and come back to genuine spirituality where they can become free rather than become more immersed in this illusion and delusion that they are being fed. So we want the best for everyone on the planet, for all of humanity, of course. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful day, have a very blessed day, and may wherever you stand be holy ground. Okay. Thank you. Namaste.